Check one, check two, check three. We got some fucking audio, boys. Hi, Chewy. Come here. I love you, buddy. Okay, how's it going, guys? We back. We got a double upload this week. Hopefully a shorter one. I know the last episode was a fucking podcast. It was like a Joe Rogan podcast. That shit was like an hour and a half. I barely cut shit, but I probably shot for like 2 hours. I went through 2 batteries. So that was a heavy one, boys. But good morning, good afternoon, good night. I guess I should just start saying good morning. I mean, I do upload these pretty fucking early. I've been uploading at like 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. And I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't give a fuck about the algorithm of like people will be like, dude, don't post on weekdays. Don't post before 5 p.m. Don't post on Friday nights. Like, does that shit really matter? You know what my opinion is on that is like, anyone who tries to like play with the algorithm, like this is the best time to post, this is the best thumbnail, this is the best, for one, not the goal with this channel. Honestly, not the goal in like anything in my life, like in the last couple years, but it's not the goal. I don't care. I just want to like put it out there. But the other thing is, if there's like the whole thing with the algorithm is it's always going to be a step ahead of you. So all these YouTube channels and these people that like talk about, this is the kind of format, this is the like retention editing, this is the thumbnails you want to use, this is that means everyone and their mother is doing that. If everyone's doing that, then you're not tricking the system. Does that make sense? I mean, this is just my logic of how my brain takes it, is like, that's why I always just lean into like, just do what you want to fucking do. Whatever thumbnail or idea or type of editing style or when you upload or how frequently you upload, like just do whatever the fuck you do. Like I decided to upload at 8 a.m., 10 a.m. because I'm like, that's when I consume content. And I have a different life than a lot of people maybe. But like I wake up and I go to the gym and I would love to, listen to a new Joe Rogan episode or listen to whatever. Like that's when I'm jumping in or like driving to work, or I mean, I even have the luxury of like at work when I'm at the studio designing and shit, like I'll put on a podcast. Speaking of that though, something I've actually been starting to, I got kind of stuck in that where I'm pulling back. I'm like starting to take off the headphones at work because it's the whole fucking reason why I have a team in a studio in an office, is that like it's a collaborated experience. It's so easy to get stuck in, especially for me, to just get consumed of like my comfortable area. Like I have my cork wall, my design Mac, my fucking, my samples, and like I can just lock in and like work. And there's a time and place for that's like, that's fucking needed. But so I don't know. I kind of realized that like, I got to take these headphones off sometimes and like work with Austin, the other designer, and like work with the team like physically and bounce ideas back and forth. Like that is where some of the magic happens too, you gotta, it's like when COVID happened and every fucking business got rid of their office and everyone worked from home. It's just a different product's going to come out of that. I think it's cool. I think a lot of people got like a little more freedom. I definitely felt for anyone that, drives an hour in traffic every morning and an hour home. It's 2 hours of their life. They're just like deleting every single day. That sucks. That for sure sucks. But dude, get out of your house. Go mingle with people. Not all your ideas are going to be good. I know I've had to take a slap in the face for that. You start working alone too much and you start thinking everything is a good idea. I've had such a problem with that. I'm a fucking genius. And then you got to remind yourself you're just one big idiot. Dude, look at this cup. Can you guess what this is from? Tahiti. I couldn't tell you where Tahiti is. This was a gift. A gift from the ex. Some people get rid of their shit when they like go through a breakup. I'm not like that. I'm not like, oh my god, it's gonna remind me. I don't fucking, you know what I mean? I'm 32, boys. I ain't tripping. Speaking of that, you know, it's been a minute since I've gone through this breakup. Things have been kind of looking up for me, kept busy, and like I've said in other videos, dude, like time is on your side, man. Like time answers all things, and geez, can't believe I'm being this transparent, but I went on a date yesterday, and it was fun. I had a great time. Not something I do. I think like in my 20s, I'm definitely like always been like this like hopeless romantic type fucking dude. God knows why. And I think after breakups, there's two things people do. They either go fill the void, go try to get laid, or go try to like jump into something else, like find comfort in love. And you know, I'm past that shit. That's not my cup of tea. But the one thing I am kind of known for is like, especially after a breakup, I could easily I'm very comfortable with myself and being independent. So like I can very easily slip into like being a fucking hermit because I have so many hobbies and projects and things to mask it. And I think this time's different. I really like did the opposite. You know, I gave myself time for myself, but I'm also saying yes to life, saying yes to friends, saying yes to going and doing shit. Like, you know, and like when times were like hard or like sad or any of those, I leaned into it. I didn't go drink. I didn't go fucking, you know, like I didn't, that's another thing people do is they like mask that pain with some kind of substance. I mean, maybe I did that with the gym a bit. It's not really a substance, but I kind of did it over working out at the gym. But sometimes if you're going through something, no matter what the fuck it is, boys, you got to just like sit in that pain and feel every fucking inch of it. 'Cause answers are going to come out of it. And then also like sitting in pain, the pain's it's a wave. It's going to go away. But if you mask it, it's going to be there tomorrow, you know? So something I've learned. But yeah, went on a date, had like, and it's not about getting laid. It's not about finding love. Like these are things I've done in my 20s where you're like, yeah, you glorify these moments a little bit too much. Like I really just see it as like humans, people, you know, like even going to a date, like in my mind, it's like, yeah, it's like a new friend, you know, like this is just like a thing I'm going to go do. I'm going to go have a nice meal. I'm going to go somewhere new. I'm going to have a conversation with someone that I don't know. And now I'll know, you know, like, I don't know, bros. Maybe this is just fucking called maturity. I don't know what it is. But we growing. Oh, what do we got going on? So in this video, I want to tell you guys my take on AI, because there's a lot of it's such an interesting thing. AI is so interesting to me, good and bad. But I think the like overall opinion of it that I've seen, whenever I've posted anything about it, it's like alarmingly like pushed away and hated right now, and I think that's super interesting. So I have a lot of takes on that, so we're gonna jump into that in a bit. We got launching on Spotify. I saw someone comment that the other day, and I was like, well, like, why does it matter? You can just listen to it on YouTube. But I realized that I have YouTube Premium or whatever, where I'm used to clicking, you know, Matt and Shane's pod, and I can just like close my phone and like listen to it on my headphones. I realized that people that don't have YouTube Premium would have to keep the YouTube app open to like listen to this. And so I'm sure that's fucking annoying. So when I was at the gym, I looked up on YouTube step by step. Like it seems pretty fucking simple. I'm gonna figure it out today. But I made a little account, MTV Jesse on Spotify. And I'm just gonna, after I upload to YouTube, I'm gonna upload to Spotify. I might even do it where like I upload to Spotify a day earlier or something to make it more exclusive, or because it's just the audio. Um, but yeah, I'll link that when that's ready, guys. So you guys can watch these episodes on there, listen to them. And what else we got going on? Made some notes. Oh, Eric Brunetti. If you guys know the name, he is the guy who created the brand Fuct. Fuct. It's like, it's an iconic brand from like the 90s to the 2000s and shit. And I've always been a huge fan of it. Like you'd see like people wearing it in like Entourage, old rap videos, skate videos, fucking, and he's just like a rad dude. And I've had the luxury of kind of getting to like know him a bit. We've never met in person, but we've gone back and forth on Instagram quite a bit now. And yeah, he's just one of those cool dudes. Like sometimes I'm sure there's like some younger, brand inspired kids out there that might look at me as being like, damn, like he's doing what I want to do, or kind of look up to me a bit. Like Eric is like one of those guys to me. And I think what he stands for and what he's done with his brand is fucking sick. And just, yeah, the aesthetic of him is, he's living a cool life, man. He like trains MMA and rolls, and yeah, he's just a part of a lot of similar cultures. And we were talking about doing a possible collab, so that's exciting. He has this classic like Ford logo rip that he does for Fucked, and it's like these patch hats. And I was like, dude, let's just fucking dip one of those in Sunday green. Like that'd be sick. And because like I know like some people could see it as like lazy, but I was like, dude, that's why I created Sunday that way. Like I want to take what's amazing about your brand or any brand I'm collabing with, and I don't want to change it. Like I want to just take it, leave it how it is, and then dip it in our color. Like let the color be our brand. Let the color be like our part of the collab, But we can also get more creative and create some cool shit. Maybe do like some Bloody Sunday stuff. There's definitely some similarities, like I said, with the MMA and the boxing and the training. Like I know he dropped some pretty sick Muay Thai shorts, and I forget what they're called, like for rolling. It's like a rash guard. He made some like fucked rash guards, and he did like a real tree print on them, and he gave me a set of them, and I've been using them. They're fucking sick. So maybe it would be cool to even do like a Sunday sport, or some kind of MMA to do some fucking like sparring gloves or something with him. That'd be cool. I always wonder when I talk about anything to do with like brands, if the people that listen to this are like if you're not in that world, are you like not interested in that shit? Like I'm sure if you are building brands, you probably love when I talk about that stuff, but like I would love, like, let me know, comment below if I talk about anything to do with like brand building or my opinions on brands or like my process of building brands. If in comment if you're not in that field, because like I am interested to know if it's still interesting to you guys, or is it like you're almost like waiting for that. It's like fucking Joe Rogan talking about COVID again or some shit, like, so, yeah, I mean, I guess I shouldn't really care. I got to just make this like whatever the fuck I want it to be. It's the only way. I can't change shit based on what people want to hear, really. I mean, there's something cool about like reading your guys' comments. Like I got them up right now. I'll read them sometimes, and sometimes I'll read them and I'll comment back, but I'm also like, damn, it'd be cool to like have a little section in these videos where I could like kind of answer some of these questions. Because like, guys, we're small. This is a small channel. This is a small following that's following these, you know. But like the comments are pretty positive. They're pretty like, I've seen it so many times. Just like I watch every video when they come out. I love these. Like, dude, I don't care if that's 10 people. Like, that's sick. Like, a small amount of you are interested in keeping up with this video log. Another thing we talked last video, I was like, what do I call this thing? It's not a podcast. And like, I thought about it. I remember when I first had the concept of doing this, I thought of it as a video journal, like a video log. Like when I imagined it in my mind, I was thinking like an astronaut. Like how an astronaut's out at space and like every week or every couple days, he has to go sit at a computer and like import like a video log of like what's going on, updates, how does he feel, you know, all these things, like whatever's on his mind, and then he like cuts it. And there's no like, it's not like it has to be 10 minutes, it has to be an hour, it has to be 2 minutes. Like I was like, this is just a fucking video log, the one like people can take from it what they want. And also I can look back at my life and be like, where was my head at this time? What was I, what projects was I cooking up? And you know, like that's how I see it. And speaking of Eric and Fuct, he does this cool thing on his website called Fuct Radio. And he just like goes to people that he thinks is cool, and he has them send them like an album art that they make, and then 12 to 15 songs on a playlist that, you know, they choose. And he asked me if I wanted to do one, and I'm pretty sure it's live today. If it's live, I'll link in the description, but just go to fuct.com, and you guys, if you want to listen to my little 15 song playlist I sent him, it was had some bangers on it. It's when I sent him the list, I was definitely going through a breakup, so it's kind of funny the songs are on it. We got some like Elvis, some Sign Crush's Motorist, some Nirvana, fucking Big Pun, Pearl Jam, The Hollies, Blake Mills, Van Morrison, Eminem, Marilyn Manson, System of a Down. Dude, it's a nice little playlist. I might even listen to it on the way to work. But yeah, let's jump into this AI shit. I do have other like notes about I'm not going to UFC this weekend. That I made the decision. I hope I don't regret it. I'm probably gonna regret it, but it's one of my friends, Nafis. Shout out Nafis. He was the creative director for Full Send. Yeah, one of my best friends that I honestly don't stay in touch with again. It's like a problem, but I'm trying to like, you know, rekindle that and build that relationship back. And it's his birthday this weekend, so we're gonna watch the fights at his house, and then he's like a club guy, you know, he likes going to the club and shit. So I'll try to hang with him as much as I can. I don't last long. I've got like, it's probably why we don't hang out as much. I just like, I'll pop out with him, and dude, it's like, I think it's a mix of like not drinking, fans, not just fans, but like drunk fans. It's kind of the worst. And like, just like, I don't know, I fucking hate clubs. Like the everything's loud. You can't have a conversation. It's like you just awkwardly sit there. Everyone's just pretending to be cool. Like everyone's like Drake bumping or something, and like everyone's like in a fucking movie, dude. And I just all I could think of is like a million other things that sound fun, like watching a movie at home, or going on a hike, or going to bed early and doing something sick in the morning, or, you know, building a Lego set. I don't know. There's a million other things in the club that sound fun. I also would never want to meet my partner at a club. It's kind of funny to think about where you should go if you're like not, you shouldn't be really looking for a relationship, but where you meet your partner kind of matters, you know? Like, I don't think I could be in a relationship with someone who goes to the club every weekend. I don't know if that's wrong to say, but I just couldn't. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't fit in that mold. It wouldn't fit my lifestyle. I'd have to meet someone at like the gym, hiking, camping, thrifting, a sex orgy. No, I'm kidding. Imagine meeting your soulmate at a fucking orgy. That's rough. All right, boys, we're gonna jump into this AI. So I think AI's got a bad rap, and I think it's like some of it's like needed, some of it's real. But when I hear people say like it's gonna be the death of art or the death of creativity, I think that's so silly. I think that's dumb. For one, art will never die. It literally can't die unless we all become like cyborg fucking half robots maybe, but like until then art's not going anywhere, man. And the way I would explain it, or like I've thought about it, is I'm sure when Photoshop came out, every hand drawing, hand painter artist probably like hated on or like pushed away Photoshop. They were like, that's not real art, or that's not a real, like that's not a real thing. And I just think it's like you got to adapt with the times, kind of like, unless you're like, I love making like I love drawing with a pencil, I love painting with a paintbrush, I love doing airbrush. Like there's not, like none of those things are gonna die. They're always gonna be an art form that people do. But like, 15 years ago, whenever Photoshop came out, like the people that saw it as like, still do all these other things, but this is just another tool on my tool belt. Those people probably became very successful, or like, the things that they could create using that tool is massive. Got bigger. And like the way that I see AI, and I use platforms like Midjourney, ChatGPT is more like somewhat has helped me, like, like write me 10 marketing ideas for a fucking da 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 da. Like it kind of gives you some ideas, and if you really just keep giving it prompts, you can sometimes get an idea that then you have to go do the other 90% of. I don't use ChatGPT that much. I'd say Midjourney is probably the one I use the most. And even that, it's a tool. It's like, basically like, if I have an idea and it's in my head and I want a visual of it, I want to kind of like figure it out or bring it to life. If my only tool to do that is to grab a pencil and start kind of sketching it out, that works sometimes. But now we have this tool that's like, especially if you become very good at writing prompts, 99% of the time, AI is never going to make you a finished product. It's never going to make you the source or like the end file that you're going to use. It is just creating the visual that's in your head and giving you a reference that was not invented before. Like like people throw around the word like stealing and things a lot. Like, dude, stealing is so much different than, like, I think ideas, like, this is my take on ideas. Ideas are just, every idea is birthed from an idea, but it's about how your past take and twist the idea and your goal into becoming like this new thing. Like, I'm really butchering breaking this down. Let me see if I wrote some notes. So I wrote, I strongly believe no idea comes from nothing. Everything is stolen and reworked. This is what's beautiful about ideas. No one has your past experience, and your rework or twist will always be different than your neighbors. So, like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Everything comes from something. So if I'm looking at magazines, or I'm walking down the street and I see things, I'm traveling, I'm looking on Internet Archive, whatever I'm doing, like I find something that inspires me or gives me an idea. Because of my whole past, everything, every movie, everything I've ever seen or done, when I see something that inspires me, it's my past mixed with this new reference or this new idea, and then whatever goal I'm trying to, like, maybe I'm making an ad, maybe I'm making a design, maybe I'm making a silhouette, maybe I'm writing a script. It's my past, this new reference that birthed the idea, and then how I fill in all the blanks and find that twist and rework it to be this new creation, this new idea. I truly believe that every idea is based on that explanation. I don't think ideas just like poof in our head. It's, at least for me, it doesn't. Everything comes from something. And the cool thing about it is, like, not only could you have found this reference that very little people have found, it, even if other people have found this reference, they have a different goal and they have a different past. So it'll never be, this new thing you're creating isn't stolen. It is just, it is unique to you. It is always going to be unique. And then, like, stealing is like laziness. Stealing is taking something, seeing someone doing something successful or works, not using your past, having the same goal, and just changing the fucking name or changing whatever it is, like just literally taking it and saying, this is mine now. That's stealing, and that's whack. I wrote here, ideas build off each other, and sometimes a great idea birthed in an even greater idea, and that greater idea wouldn't have came to life if it wasn't for the first great idea. So, like, it doesn't matter, like, everything that is a great idea has potential to be a greater idea with someone else's brain and someone else's different goal attached to it. The way I mean by, the reason why I keep saying goal is because something could be a short film that births an idea for a brand commercial, or something could be a brand commercial that births a colorway or a design, or something could be, you know, a film or a lookbook or a magazine, and it could give me an idea of how I want to design my house. It's like you're also mixing, like, it's like people taking inspiration for, like, a collection from, like, you know, something in a different field. Like, I remember back in last year, I did a collection called Born Broke, and the whole thing was themed off of Royal Copenhagen, which is a very old, like, plateware, ceramic plateware, that they would always have this, like, certain style of design on white plates, but in this, like, this very signature blue for Royal Copenhagen. And everything was, like, elegant and rich. And so my idea was to just kind of take that art style and that colorway, you know, that royal blue on white, and make a streetwear collection out of it that's the opposite. That's, like, the twist. It was like you know, a trailer park, or like a switchblade, or a handgun, or barbed wire, or like a ghetto dog fucking surround, like, chain link fence, like, fucking, it was like, do the opposite of elegant. Why, if we have these tools, why not use them? Like, I honestly think anyone, if you're young too, that is like there's no schooling for AI prompts right now, but in 5 years, in 10 years, I think, like, even me running a brand, I would hire that. Like, I would hire a kid that's got, like, 5 years of experience in AI prompts. Like, I feel like that's going to be a course or like a 3 year, college degree that you go do one day is going to be like, because like there's such an art form in writing prompts, like how to properly do it to make the like software do exactly what you want it to do. Um, and I've only been doing it for like a year. And it's crazy, the first few months to even now, how much better I am at making it do what I want it to do. But I can't imagine if someone like has 5 years experience in that. Like if I was like 21 right now and I want to build brands or I'm, even video editing, like any of that stuff, I would be studying the fuck out of AI and AI prompts in general. What I want to talk about also, and I think it's really stupid, is all these like AI programs and softwares and sites, and adding all these limitations to it is so whack. Like, obviously, you need some degree of limitations because there's fucking weirdos out there, and this is an image generating fucking software. Like, yeah, you need like a slight amount of limitations. I get that. But it's like the fact that it's like basically woke, or like you can't swear, or like, let's say I'm even playing around with like something for Bloody Sunday, like even the word bloody, like 90% of the time it like you can't create anything. I mean, it's really bad with fonts and text anyways, but like I just think that's so dumb. Like it is a tool. It's like someone inventing the pencil, but then the pencil stops working when you start making anything that's outside of their guidelines. Like that's, you can draw whatever you want. If you draw something like, you draw the fucking Nazi logo or you draw something fucked up, yeah, like you're probably going to get hated for that. Like it's like, that's okay. I think if you're using Mid-Journey or you're using AI things and you create something too fucked up, you're going to get hated for it. Like let it police itself kind of, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. It's the one thing that is annoying on these things. I wish it was a little more like free form and just its only goal was to bring your visual to life and just not like let it be as powerful as it is. But I don't know. I mean, I wonder what like my opinion on the cons of AI is. I think one thing that might be the biggest red flag is not knowing if something used the tool AI. And I don't know how strongly I feel about this, but I guess when you'd see a piece of art, I'm thinking like 5 years ago when I would see something and not knowing if it was hand done or it was Photoshop took away the like oomph of like how much do I think this is sick or not, like because I'm just like, because I know how much easier it would have been on Photoshop or not as impressive. And I think that maybe AI is going to create that world, especially when it gets really, really good at like the video stuff and like just how much work and heart people put into like lighting and fucking like every piece of video work to create something so special. And then, finding out that it took 13 minutes with an AI program, it makes it less special. I think that's a real thing. I think that's speaking more loudly when it comes to like the music stuff, which I haven't touched at all, but I've heard people talk about it and I know about the programs that are, can make a hit country song or make a rap song or in minutes. And then you hear some of these things and they sound catchy. They sound good. Like the lyrics are good. Like I think that could be kind of scary because then you're like, someone makes a song from his heart and it speaks to you and it sounds good, or it's just like the hook's amazing or something and you're like, wow, this is a piece of art, this is like a masterpiece. I think as these like AI systems get stronger and stronger, and again it's like will we not value something that's supposed to be a masterpiece as much because the tools made it too easy? Yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting. But yeah, overall, AI, it's a fucking tool. Don't be afraid of it. Don't push it away. Don't have to use it. But also, if you like want to use it, use it. Fuck people. Fuck what people think. That's my AI rant. This is just a quick video. Chewy, you look so fucking cute in your bed. God, I wish I could show you guys. I'm gonna take a video of it. Hi, monkey. That bed's too small for you, I think. I love you. Just a short one. I gotta head to work. Hope you guys are having a good week. Yeah. See you in a couple days. Peace.